Hello there, this is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you today with another quick review. Last couple of weeks I've received a lot of stuff in ahead of the Chinese New Year. One of those things is Blues from Magic Square. It's the second rendition and I'm so tickled to have it in hand. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Let's turn this camera around and take a quick look at Blues. And there is Blues on the turntable. Love the front of this box art because the rest of this, well, you got Aaron on the side, and then you got a silhouette of his vehicle mode. And the number 4, you got that on the side. You can pause and scan there, but I want to say I got this from TS Safari. I got him and Megatron in the same shipment there. Boom. And the warning and the Weibo page. Let's crack it open. See how cool this guy really is. Boy, I like that new Magic Square new box Transformer smell. And there he is inside of his blister. On the back side, we have his card, his stuff and things. Inside of another baggie. Really do like the way this is looking. And we got him here in the blister and out of the blister and on the turntable. Man. This brings a smile to my face. Really do dig this. And initial impressions are really good. And here we are with all the contents out on the table there. He does come with his shoulder launcher that can also double as a gun if need be. I think he does that in the show, quite actually. He has his regular blaster pew pew there, all cast in gray plastic. Really nice. We've got these speakers unassembled that can fit up underneath his chest piece there. And you can put those speakers along there and you can blast the speakers, or you can have a filler piece with that right there. The little bits and speakers here along the way there. Whoops, sorry, my bad. So right down here at the bottom, we got those 4. It can go into those holes there. We've got a couple of tiny faces down here. Screaming face and his smiling face. And the speaker unassembled. A couple of fists that you can swap out for the open hand gripping hands. And Jazz himself, all labeled up with a Toy Hacks Autobot symbol. Looking really nice. I dig it, man. Let's get this stuff put together off camera. And the speaker assembly is not for the faint of heart. I kind of just like laid it on the table and then mashed the piece back down on top of it. Let's get these other ones. Just like so. Boy, those are hard to get on there. Boom, chicka-rocka, chicka boom. That looks pretty boss, but then like it actually was on his hips in the show. Kind of like that right there. That is so freaking cool. Oh man, this is so awesome. And here he is rocking his accessories. Magic Square calls them the Blues, but this guy brings me great happiness to have this in hand, especially after all these years. G1 Jazz, that jazzes it up really well. And those other faces are just so tiny. I don't even want to mess with that beautiful face right there. So I'll just hang on to them. If something should happen to that, I got replacement faces. But wow, this is just an amazing figure. Let's get this guy into some articulation, shall we? And this is probably where I'm going to keep this extra bits because I don't want them getting gone. I'll probably also toss those back in there when I get through with the review. But yeah, take care. That stuff is really teeny, guys. Okay, let's put them through that articulation paces real quick here. We've got a head on a ball joint, so you can get that all the way around. Really tight on mine. And then some people are saying this inner piece, it does come up at nothing. So there's that, but you can use it to your advantage and get that extra lick down, just like I seen in Memo's video. And Just looks stellar. Hope that face doesn't come flying off at all. The head swap is, or the face swap is a nice feature, but I don't think it's everything with something that teeny. You can get all the way around on a ball joint there at the shoulder. You have an upper bicep above the elbow. You get this much in the elbow, I mean, more than 90. You get all the way around on those hands, and boy, they're tight. So that's that. And you can swap those fists out if you so desire. But I'm not going to do that. I like having a little bit of pointer, but actually being able to still grab and use form and function. You can take and get the full Mr. T, but you're not going to get the full Van damage because of these hip skirts and the way that's designed. The beautiful thing about that is you can get this thing, if you got the skirts it in, you get this thing to go all the way around there at the waist. My paint is a little bit fading on the back of this already. I don't like that at all, so I'm probably going to end up getting some toy hacks. It feels like it's still tacky or wet, and even coming off on my fingers a little bit, but just something to be aware of. And that clear plastic always makes me nervous. If there's somebody out there that, I don't know, we'll just roll with it. It's a beautiful jazz all the same. Getting into those leg articulation, that is so cool that it does that right there. It will not go back at all because of the way that does. The hip, you got upper thigh, you got a double pin, so you should be able to get more than the regular, and you can kick yourself in the butt there with the excess kibble there in the back. So cool. And you get some ankle rocker. You do get some rocker, and it does come at a little bit of a cost there, though. I mean, you got a heel spur that you can pop down and make it stand up a bit better, and or you can do the cheat and have those things come down too. But I like those things up, and I like that it actually clicks back into place there. Thing about these things, these magic squares, is that, you know, every one of them's on a ball peg head, but I mean, it gives it the best articulation. They have really great articulation, very animation accurate models thus far, and I've done shit off those weapons and what have you. I'll do a real quick comparison with a couple other magic square figures I have here in robot mode already. And here he is with Prime and Ironhide, or Ken and Victory, Light of Victory, that is. You get the blues, Ken, and Light of Victory. Looking really, really great there together. Oops, I didn't have him standing up that great. Boy, this guy's even bigger show off or whatnot. And if there's a Sunstreaker out there, I need to get a hold of that. But I don't think they made Sunstreaker yet. And I know they made Sideswipe, but these things look phenomenal, and they look even better together. I mean, I've got to find Ratchet now because these are must owns, hands down. I mean, look at that, guys. So good. Only one thing left to do is get this in the vehicle mode, show it through its paces, and let's go through that transformation off camera, get into car mode, go through that stuff, and get into some final thoughts. So I got it in the vehicle mode, but I missed step 13 where you have to move this one little piece in, and I kept handling things and stuff, and I did get to manage to transform, and I discovered that, so I untransformed it, and then my fingertips kind of look like a blue ghetto smurf, as you can see right here, and the end result is just an aggravation I was not expecting to have with the Jazz figure ever, as my Jazz faded literally in my hands as I kept handling it. You can see the blue all over my fingers. Has anybody else had this problem with their Jazz? Other than that, I'll clean this up and make it nice or whatever, and I don't know what kind of paint I can use to backfill that. Or better yet, is there a repro label site? It's like all the blue came off the top, all of that came off of that. So I'm just up for, I mean, I still love this, but I don't like the way this did. Anyway, you got to have that other piece tucked up in there. You got to get the head in there like so. And yeah, I got 3 wheels that will roll pretty good, but then I don't have this guy rolling any good. I might try to tweak with it or whatever, but love the silver rims, love the number 4. like how this integrates together. Everything, the shifty bits are it's consistent as gravity. And then once you do get that tucked in there the right way, the head in there tucked, and this stuff compresses together. I mean, this thing cleans up really, really nice outside of the freaking ghetto Smurf all over my fingers. I don't know why that had to fade like it did. But let's get the speakers on there and show that off real quick. And there is Jazz with his speakers blasting good sounding music. Gosh. Well loved, I guess, is what my vehicle mode is now. I'm so frustrated, but delightfully happy to have another Jazz in my hands. Like how crisp that 4 is on each side. I've seen Memo's thing where his other ones had blurry 4s, but now mine bled Smurfette on me. I can't just smurfing it, man. Let me get this back into robot mode. Actually, I don't think I need to do that. I'm just that frustrated right now. I should probably just take a break and chill out and chillax and go clean the blue off my fingers, clean this up. Let me finish giving this the proper diligence that it deserves. I did clean this up a bit more, and I'm okay with the way that looks. That's just not ideal that it literally bled Smurfette onto my fingertips. Like how it tucks away all nice and neat. I like these pinwheels going on, like the silver rims. Looks really good from the side. Not so good there. It looks like it's been through the. Needs to get a paint job. It needs a Toy Hack stickers or something. I don't know. I don't even think that they've made a set for this because this is already well done to be animated, accurate, animation accurate. Gosh, I can't even speak. I got one vehicle mode I want to put it up next to because I just had it laying around and I keep fiddling with the shattered glass version or the Diaclone version. I've made it my shattered glass. That nice purple insignia there. Looks really good together. Scales really good together. Those shifty bits have to be just right, man. Like, boom. You have to shift that in there and it stays into place. It looks really, really nice. Now, if it just, whew, okay. Very, very cool. Let me get it back into robot mode. Get into some final thoughts. Some final thoughts on blues here from Magic Square. Just going to start with that negative about the paint bleed. And then what little bit the head does move around. Mine's actually a little bit tighter, and it does fine for the most part. Love that you get the animation accurate look, and then you can do the door wings, and you can display it however you see fit. I really, really do love this Jazz, even with the paint bleed. The transformation is totally fun. The articulation is great in these figures. Here's to hoping that we do get a masterpiece version that will actually allow us to do what you see in the background there and then apply it to the figure here when it's the masterpiece. The only thing I wouldn't suggest doing is moving and removing those faces all that much, as they are teeny and small. That car mode is awesome. I've always loved the Porsche. I've always loved Jazz as a character and what have you. He's just so flippin' sweet. That's about going to do it for my thoughts on this Magic Square Blues, also known as G1 Jazz. Magic Square is crushing it when it comes to the animation look and feel, and then they also give you more options, and the articulation's super great. Really, really do love these figures. I still highly recommend. I've had a little bit of negative with those Seekers, which I will hopefully get that caught up in a couple of weeks. This is my first Autobot negatively affected, but I mean, maybe it's the mileage you may vary kind of thing. Who knows? Love all the accessories that come with this package. Very, very awesome little unit. That's about going to do it. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. And you guys have an excellent day out there. Stay safe until all are one.